What up, Bars Nation? Welcome back to another episode of the Dropping Bars podcast. My name is Kimron Korean, and today I have a guest with me that I'm pretty sure many people know. Today I have on the show Blaze. Blaze, welcome to Dropping Bars.
Well, it's always a pleasure being here,
Absolutely.
Yes, man.
Absolutely. So, Blaze, I'll tell you something. A couple years ago, one of the favorite tracks that came from you is that track. I know I feel like a king, my Cindy.
Place after 3 shots around, I can feel my face.
Yeah, that track was a big track. So I want to talk about that track because that one is one of the tracks that made me really know Blaze and know who Blaze is. That was a big track. But before we get there, tell the Bars Nation, who is Blaze?
Well, Blaze is Kevin Francis. Came from St. David's, a place called Rookie, also known as Sugar Hole. Very humble, outgoing, hustling person. Always on the hustle, always on the hustle. And I mean, like I say, it's a lot. We get to know a lot about me soon.
Right.
Later on in the interview will really.
Alright, sounds good. So, but tell me, so then, how did you get involved? How did you get into the music? Like involved in the music and soca and singing and everything?
Right. Well, at first I really wasn't into soca.
Mm-hmm.
I was into actually rap and R&B, that kind of ways.
Right.
I got introduced to soca in 2013. And the very first soca song that I actually sung was a song called Carrot Chop. That was me featuring a friend of mine called Kid Fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And after we did the song came out to be actually a whole, like when you're doing an ad for a company.
Right.
So instead of it being a song, it turned out to be a whole actual ad for Carrot.
Right.
And then since after that, the remarks, the feedback we would get from the people was, you'll continue, and then that's how I really got fully involved into soca music.
Right. But before that, you was not doing anything musical before that.
No. Before that, I was, like I said, I was always on the hustle. Because I'm the type of person, I used to cook and sell food. Right. So I used to do that at first, and just going into it, I realized that I actually have a passion for music.
Right.
And that is when I broke out with the rap and R&B. Started off at that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was there, I guess the passion grew even more. And then I got into the soca and just took it from there.
And everything just fell off from there.
Everything just fell off from there.
And then so the song King.
Yeah, King.
Tell me about was that your biggest track?
Well, yeah, apparently yes.
Yeah.
That's the song that actually got me to start
the spotlight.
Yeah.
That's the first track I heard from you, and I'm like, oh, that track bad. This track is bad. Right. So talk to me about that track.
That song, Big Up to Billy Vibes.
Billy Vibes, yes.
Billy Vibes. That's a producer up in Latin, St. David's. Big Up to Billy Vibes. That song came about when 2016, I remember. That is after, because I started off in 2013. Mm-hmm. So all the years going by, I was kind of getting fed up with soca. So I was like, I will stop saying soca. Mm-hmm. I remember saying that in 2016. And then Billy Vibes just called me out of the blue. He was like, yo, why am I hearing that you say, singing soca again? Why is your vibes? So I was like, yeah, I really ain't feeling the vibes for it again like that. And he was like, you know what, stop that. Check me in the studio. No. And it was the same time he was actually making the rhythm for the song.
Oh, right.
And as I got in, like, all what I was saying just went right out of the window. And like a whole different vibe just hit me. I was asking him, I was like, well, what's that you're working on? He was like, why, you like it? Something fresh. And then I was like, yeah, I feel like I could put something on there. He was like, but I thought you see you stop singing.
Yeah.
And then that is when I really realized that even though I would say it, but deep inside, music won't let me go.
Yeah, so you were just sitting with me, I guess, because maybe
Of
something
the
just happened in the
frustration,
moment, or the frustration.
yeah.
But deep down, so once you heard that rhythm, you realize
it was the string in the rhythm actually. Dun, 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 dun. That one really hold me, and I was like, yeah.
So it's a good thing you want to check the vibes when you're there.
That's excellent.
Or else we wouldn't have King.
We wouldn't have King, yeah.
Nice. So who are some of the people that actually influence you musically?
Wow. Well, musically influence, I would say big up to Warsley's.
What's with that plus?
What's with that plus? Because as I said before, I wasn't too but the type of person to sit down and say, well, yes, I'll put on some soca music. But Waswis was a group that I actually grew up on listening to. And throughout the years, to watch them, how they elevate through the soca scenery, that was like a big wow to me. And I was like, well, if they could do that, so can I.
Exactly. And that's what it should be, right?
And that's what it should be.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Because we should be looking at, this person did it.
Yes.
And if this person did it, then it's possible.
Yes.
So then, it's once somebody do it and they prove that it's possible, then you can do it as well. No, that's really great. So talk to me about what's happening in 2023 with Blaze.
Well, it's a lot. It's a lot been happening. Big up to Kimmy.
Kimmy Jenkins, big up yourself.
Big up to Kimmy Jenkins because she as a promoter always been, no matter what type of shows and everything she's been going on, it's always debuting this. And big up to her on that. But for 2023, it's a lot been going on because through the journey of me dealing with the music, working with different producers, I actually branched off having my own studio.
Oh, so you have your own studio?
I have my own studio. It's called VIA Studios.
VIA?
VIA.
VIA
And VIA stands for Versatile Intensive Actions.
Vibes.
So that's the studio that I'm actually working with right now. I have artists such as Pepper Sauce. I have artists, female artists such as Lady Supreme. I have, different artists that I'm actually working with, and also myself. I released 4 songs so far for the year, for 2023. I released one movie called Soca Power. I released a pause song called Free Up, and one for the road called Walk. Something for the job tours, job reach in Germany. And as I say, that's just the starting of it. Because where I have my own studio now, I actually could get to sit down and work on things that I always wanted to work, that I never had the chance to work on, but have the chance now.
Right. No, so I mean, I'm gonna admit I'm not the most versed in the music industry per se.
Right.
So you have your own studio. Does that mean that do you make your own rhythm and so now?
Now and then, yes.
But
I'm actually trying to perfect the recording, mixing, and mastering.
Oh, recording, mixing, and mastering.
Yes, because it's actually a different stage of, just creating a rhythm. I could create the rhythm, but I choose not to be more, divert in that too. Once I could actually master the recording, mixing, and mastering, creating the beat is a part along with it.
So it's like a next step.
Yeah.
So you want to get to that place. Okay. So what was the motivation, the impetus that led to you saying, you know what, I want my own studio.
Yeah.
I want my own artist. I want to what was it? Because a lot of the artists that we see, most of the times, when I'm around artists, and so they're speaking about, well, I gotta go to this studio, I gotta go to that studio, and I got to do this, and then sometimes people might be talking about maybe the cost of recording in the studios and other stuff. So what was it that made you say, you know what, I want my own studio?
What really put me to the point that saying I wanted my own studio was, I used to check a lot of different producers, and big up to most of them. Big up. I ain't gonna call really all names.
Yeah.
What really drove me to really get my own studio was the cost of some of the studios, because it was like they would cost them, like they give you a price, they pay a price, and then you still wouldn't end up getting the song.
Right.
Or you will get the song, but not of your time.
Gotcha.
So that was something that used to always hinder me like, okay, if I pay for something, I mean, I expect
You
it
should get it right.
right away. So just that whole drive there, I just tell myself, and then maybe even if I open my own, I could actually help those who are actually going through that process to go through that process.
Exactly, because no, you've been through it, you realize, okay, well, this is not working for me,
Yeah.
and I'm going to do something about it.
Yes.
And then I can help somebody else
Right.
who might be going through that same process, a young artist, upcoming artist.
Exactly. So this is me actually helping.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
So, Blaze, what would you say it has been one of the biggest obstacles that you've had thus far, that you have to overcome?
Right. One of the biggest obstacles I have thus far is trying to be, how I should put it, like challenging myself even more than how it is right now. Because I'm the type of person, I love challenges. I love, if things is going too easy, too smoothly, to me is a problem.
Right.
So it's like, the trial, the tribulation is like, going through it is actually worth it at the end. I don't know if anybody else might see the way I see it. As I say, if it comes easily, it don't make sense. If it have a little rough patches along with it, that makes it something.
Yeah, because sometimes we get things easy.
Yes.
And we don't really appreciate it.
Exactly.
When we don't really go through a kind of, go through some a little struggle along the way to get to it. And when you kind of struggle to get to it, you kind of appreciate it a lot more.
You appreciate it more.
Yeah, right.
You just actually,
Right. So some of the young artists that they have now, that you're working with, so are they dropping tracks for 2023?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. So you plan to go to, you said that you have a track for like groovy, you have power, you have off the road. So you're putting tracks for all the competition.
Different type of competition for the Spice Master Music. Yes.
Okay. And so as it relates to 2023 and Spice Bass and what's happening, do you have any plans to like do like an official launch and
that came about because even down to today actually I was on work and one of my artist friend called me and he was like, so you never really thought about, just out of the blue, you never really thought about doing a launch? And I was like, as funny as this song, I was just thinking about it because I'm like, well, I have the studio, I have artists. Why not just put everything together and just make it work?
Right.
And I'm actually planning on doing that for next carnival coming.
Right. So not this one, but the next one.
The next one's coming.
Yeah. Okay, good. And I know once you work with Kimmy, you go with Papa.
It wants to be. They have to keep it. Yes.
Right. So now tell me about you right now outside of music. Because there's music, there's soca,
yes.
But there's also Blaze outside of the music right now. Tell me about Blaze outside of music.
Blaze outside of the music is a family man. I'm actually married.
Right.
With 3 children.
Right.
I'm a stay-at-home dad. I don't like to just leave my family and just roam all over the place. Even if I have to leave doing roaming all over the places, it have to be something constructive.
Right.
And I'm always on work. If I'm not on work, in the studio.
Right.
So I'm actually always doing something constructive.
Right. And that's important because you don't want to get caught up in anything.
Yes.
Yes. And how does your family feel about the trajectory that you're taking with the music and so I imagine they're proud, but what is that like?
Nobody's perfect. Everybody's have their up and down. And if it's one thing about I would say about my family, they do give me the support that I actually need.
That's important.
And that is, to me, that is very important because if you don't get the support, it comes like you just doing it in vain. And to me, as I see, big up to my family same way because without that support, I don't think I'll be where I'm at right now.
Right. No, that's important. That family there, family support.
Yeah.
That's really important. So I'm glad you have that. So, Blaze, talk to me. Have you done any of the like the shows that were on thus far? Like, have you done anything
Yes.
thus
Well,
far?
I did a couple of performance as the year starts until up to now. I can't name actually all of them because there's so much.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
But big up to Kimi Jenkins again. She was one of the first person actually as the year started. Right there in CD Song. I mean not CD Song, CD Inn.
Right.
That place over there. We had a nice little event over there. You know, she called me up, and one thing with her, once she calls me, I'm there.
Right.
So big up to her and that again. And like I say, I perform in like numerous of shows. I can't even actually name how much shows. And numerous of more shows to be coming. So,
well, yeah. So you have a roster
yes.
of shows
Yeah.
coming up. And so how do you face the crowd? You know, some people from the momentum they go and stand up in front of the crowd, it's like you're nervous and you know like. But I mean, you go there and you do your thing. Like, is it just comes natural to you, or like do you ever psych yourself up before you go in?
Well,
you know?
what I was actually do is and that is why I was actually listening to my music a lot. Some people might actually like, why he doesn't listen to music, but they don't understand that that is what actually helps me. That when before I even go up on stage, before I used to get the butterflies in my belly, like
right.
I shake in my one day, and then since I started to listen to my music over and over and over, I realized, well, wait, man, I have this, I got it. So it's like the butterfly is not even there no more.
So it's like God.
He will just have shoes. I'll be like, and then after I finish, I'll be like, wow, you actually go back. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
And so right now, it's all soca. So I know you said you'll do like the rap and the
no,
rap,
but also right as of now, yeah, all soca.
Right, but do you still have any kind of interest in
rap
and R&B and that type of stuff? So have you prepared any music around that in recent times?
Meaning that after the carnival is over, carnival season is over, I will be dropping dancehall, rap, different genres of music.
So what's your favorite genre?
My favorite genre of music right now is soca.
Soca.
Remember I told you it was rap before?
Yeah, I know you started with that.
I actually grew to love soca.
Right.
And to me, that is the better foundation than to just know something off the head and you just go with it. Everybody likes it, so you like it too. But when you actually learn to grow to love something, you appreciate it better.
Okay. So with the rap now, I mean, yes, it's when you start, it's what you love. But right now the soca
here, soca vibes is
what's going your way. Okay. So, but I mean, we're speaking about the music and what you're doing. Is there any other activities that you do, like let's say something in the community or anything like that you do?
Well, in the community, I'm more of the more of the guy you could come to if you need good advice, if you need anything like an upliftment. You might be having a down day and I just come up to you and and how we based on how we talk. It's like, yeah, boy, you really make my day. Thanks for that. So I find I'm more of that type of guy that I'm easy to come to, easy to talk to, and very easy to understand.
Right. So in the community, you're the go-to person in the community. That if somebody having a tough time and say, boy, let me go and check Blaze, boy. Just vibe and just chill.
Yeah.
So the studio, it feels like the studio is also like a space where people can just not even come to make music, but they just want to come to hang out and just chill and pull up vibes.
Because people realize I don't condone like negative bad energy. I'm just more of the type of person because I realize I've been through a lot in life, and when you get to understand people, you will realize that you could really make a difference instead of just running people away, or you could actually make a difference in somebody's life just based on how you handle them.
Right.
So
and that's important. So Blaze, if you had an opportunity to speak to yourself to young Blaze, let's say 10 years old, what would you say to you? What would you say to young Blaze at 10 years old?
What I would say at young Blaze at 10 years old is whatever it is he was trying to think about before I reach at that age I am is learn to save your money and be the best person you could possibly be, because life is so about up and down situation.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get to understand it, I mean, nobody will understand life in full.
Right.
Once you get the grasp of the meaning of life, you should be on the right path.
All right, great. And to the young artists that are out there, or maybe not even artists, but like the young people that maybe they want to maybe get into music.
Yes.
They want to get into whatever it is, maybe business, whatever. What kind of encouragement can you give to young people who might want to get into, again, the music or whatever it is that you can share with them?
Don't let nobody tell you no. You're gonna get fighters, you're gonna get critics, but don't let nobody tell you that you can't do anything.
Right.
Always put your mind to it. If your mind tells you this is what you want to do and you realize it fits for you, go at it. Or I should say, follow your dreams, because your dreams really do come true.
And you're living proof of
that.
I'm
the living proof.
Yes, man. That's great. That's great. So, Blaze, before we wrap up the interview, I want to throw you for a loop. I wonder if I could throw you for a loop and give you a trick question. It won't be a trick question, but this question actually, I was in an interview with somebody. I think one of my friends in one of the past episodes, and we spoke about that. That person also taught me in school, and we spoke about what you call the fountain of youth. And so here's the question for you: if you found the fountain of youth right now, will you drink?
Yeah.
You drinking?
I'll drink it. Yes. Yeah.
Some people say to me, nah, we're not drinking. We don't want to say young forever.
Nah, when I say young forever, it's a whole mind concept. I mean, you know for a fact that you're not going to be young forever, but I find it's a whole mind concept that you could be young forever in your mind.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
So you're right. Yeah, you're actually right, you know. Okay, great. So, Bars Nation, we were talking to Blaze. Alright, yes. Again, Bars Nation, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Dropping Bars. We were chatting with Blaze. Blaze, thank you for gracing us with your presence. Thank you for coming on to Dropping Bars and sharing the story with us, sharing your musical journey. Shout out to Kimmy again on this one.
Yes.
And Bars Nation, again, I'm your host, Kimron Korean, and I will see you next week for another episode of the Dropping Bars podcast. Thank you, and I'll see you again.
You're a brighter star representing Dropping Bars with Kimran Korean. It's all about life lesson in a youth. Bob Marley do it with him mouth, sit and do it with him foot. Never doubt yourself. Never lose the focus. Just some more positive content, you know. Fully provision. Good meditation. Dropping bars and I build the motivation. Yo, Kimran Korean. Every ghetto youth, them a pre-elevation. Stop carry feelings, focus on the arts and craft. Get rid of all malice and dirty art, youth. Work hard, believe in your dreams. These are the motivation tips, dog. Success strategies. Energy follow energies. Negative follow negativity. There is a free will to creativity. It's a journey within. Cause we dropping bars. Dropping bars. Dropping bars. We keep going hard. Going hard. Going hard. We keep dropping bars. Dropping bars. Dropping bars. Dropping bars. Dropping bars. We keep going hard. Going hard. Going hard. dropping bars.